went to sit down on my chair and I was trying to hit the live and my chair slid and I'm like, ah, hi Nordic Luna. So yes, you guys would have been laughing at me. Oh boy. I'm trying to get into my backup account really quick here. There we go. So I can see comments. So welcome in everybody. I am Carol, the owner and creator of everything at CarolJo's. And it is where creativity and community come together for the jewelry and accessory making world. Thanks, Ashley, for sharing us out. I got to share out on my story too. All right, got that on my main account. Now we're going to do it on the backup account. So there we go. It won't go. I'm having a night, everybody. All right. So we do different things here. We do chats twice a week, and the chats are where you guys get to ask questions. All right. Thank you, Nordic Luna. And it's a time for us to be able to get together as a community, to be able just to share our tips and tricks and that type of thing. We also do usually twice a week, but this week 3 times we're having tutorials. Yesterday and tomorrow we did tutorials or we're going to do tutorials on things that we can make to put into Easter baskets since it's getting to be that time of year. Tonight is another tutorial where we're going to learn how to use the end caps. So these are end caps for the memory wire. So we got some memory wire here. So we're going to be doing that. Then throughout the week, we have live events. They could be a debut event for beads. They can be an encore event. They can be specific, like for one type of bead or something. So this week, we have already had one bead debut event. We did an encore event today. And then Friday, we will have another debut at 7 p.m. Central. And then at 10 a.m. Central on Saturday, we're going to do silicone beads. That would be like the focals, the 15 millimeter rounds, the lentils, the abacuses, and we will also have some swivel keychains in there too. Hello! Were you over? Oh yeah, I see you over there and I didn't see it, Cookie. It says Cookie over there, so I was going to say Cookie Geraldine. I'm sorry. So, but that's what we are going to do for our events this week. As always, you can see the items. There is one that we added today that doesn't have a picture. Sorry. It's part of the Hagar event, but everything else has pictures out there so you can see the past events. I am going to let you all know too. Hi, Gladys. I am working on, Ashley, you want to head over if possible? I am working on getting all of the wallets out on the studio. So, and what I mean, hello, Boss Lady 41. What I'm doing is that I am creating the warehouse area in it. So I am having to put boxes together to put them on a shelving unit. And then we are going to, it's trolls. They're trolling. I'll tell you about it after the live, okay? All right. I'm doing good. How about you? It's true. It needs to. Hi, Trisha. And so I'm putting the boxes together. Then we're going to put the wallets in there. We will put I have all the items created, but I have to put pictures on there and the quantities. Once I get that all done, we will turn it on. And then I'll create a video to let you guys know that they're on. I'm glad you stopped over. Hey, we love everybody that comes here that is going to create jewelry and such. So that's what we're all about.
How many days have I been good?
Okay, Buttercup's asking me a question. So hold on, everybody. The last time you went there would have been Thursday of last week. And you got it when you had your extra. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's 6. So you can go get 8 items, okay? Thank you. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for the fluffy hearts. I appreciate that. Hey, Joya. So what, Buttercup's, the one that she uses is low on the battery. So let me plug this one in. Sorry, I just noticed that. I don't want it to stop. All right. So what we're going to do tonight is we are going to create a memory wire bracelet. And instead of using the bail nose pliers or the round nose pliers to create a circle on the end, we are going to use these round brass cord end caps. They are half drilled. So let me show you what that means. If I can get it in my fingers and you guys can see it. So if you look, we have the hole. If I can get it to stop right there, you can kind of see it right in there. Holy, it does not want to, there. Okay. Oh, geez, that is not wanting to show you guys the hole. You can see it when I go up and down, but there's a hole in there, but it only goes halfway through. Hi, Lulu. And so what you can do is that it is made to go on the end of the memory wire like that. Okay. But you glue them on. So I am a big, when I do metal on metal, I use E6000. I was going through and watching lots of things on doing this because I've never done this before. In all honesty, we're doing this together. This isn't something I'm thinking it's rocket science, so I thought I would just show it to you. But yes, I do. They are, I don't remember the day, but I can give you the number and you can search it and it'll come up that way. The number is 26044-004. I can't show it to you because it has a barcode and that will get me a restriction. So yes, those are out there. They're 1.85 for a value for 20.
So I got an utterly fantastic.
Sorry. We have her now good behavior stuff she's going to show you for a second.
I got your extraberrynating.
All right. Hold on just a second. It is 26044-004. So for those of you on YouTube, I haven't been over here on YouTube very much talking about the studio. The studio is a place that has the same name as what a spider makes, normally what we call it, but I can't say some of these words because of another social media.
Write it down? Can I write it down and then show them?
They got it right there. They got it pinned.
No, like show them what it means.
Oh, okay. I can show you over here. I can show them. So here is what it is. So it's kind of backwards though. And so what you can do is you can go to Carol, CarolJo's, and then the normal ending here. Buttercup is telling us that's what it is. And I will put you down because I can show you guys this. Except for it's going to be backwards. This. So you can go there and that is where you can find these items. And if you put it in the search, you will find this item that we're using tonight. She was great, wasn't she? Way to go, Buttercup. You gave us an idea what we can do. We love her. Okay, she's going to show us really quick her other things and then we're going to talk about this.
Yellow Frenchie. And I don't like bugs, but I got a caterpillar because it's really unique. And I got a gecko.
Ooh.
And then for like my 3 mystery bags.
She got 3 mystery bags tonight.
I got a fat penguin that's like pink with no eye sockets. I think this one is an acrylic animal, not a 3D printed one. But
I don't know. We'll see. I think they're all.
Nope. I was right.
Oh, you are right.
And then
it's a little.
I got a pink duck. I'm trying a pink theme, I guess. Okay, this is also pink because
I don't remember seeing these little caterpillars. They're cute.
Oh,
so I'm going to show you guys over here. Little caterpillar. What'd you get? Another ducky.
Yeah, I'll show YouTube everything. So I got this sticker
Now she's going to show YouTube.
It's
I have the flush cutters, but I do not have memory wire cutters. Cutipeller. Oh, I love it.
like these two. It's a Frenchie and a duck and a pink duck and a 3D printed penguin and a 3D printed gecko.
All right. Thank you, sweetie. You go have fun, okay?
Okay.
You can keep Opa entertained, okay? So when we talk, thank you for letting her show you guys. When we talk about cutting with memory wire, the one tool that you will need is a memory wire cutter or a wire cutter. Don't use your flush cut or flush cutters on it. The flush cutters are, I'll show you here, these that have that flush edge right here. You do not want to use those. It will nick it and it can break them. Aw, cute. I love it. So yes, so that's the one tool. You can use wire cutters, yes. Because before this was a long time ago. I've actually had these memory wire. I got them like about 6 months after I started doing jewelry making. So these are like 20 years old, everybody. I used my my wire cutters that I had. You know, we all have a budget of how fast we can get into it. So, but I do not have these. I cannot get them at a price point that makes sense. So one of the tools that I do not have is the memory wire. I keep looking. Joya says it'll bend your round nose pliers also. So yeah, sorry. Those are the ones that I just don't carry because of the price point. The other ones that I don't carry are the one-step loopers. And that is because of the patents and stuff. I have not found them where they are there. Yep, Geraldine's got it. I just can't say it. So, so one of the things that they talked about is the different types of glue that you can use for these. They said you can use what I use when I do my stretch bracelets, and that is the GS Hypo Cement. I haven't tried it. So if you've tried it and it worked, let us know. I just don't know, hi Beads, that I would trust this one because it is yes, it is a cement base, but if you've ever seen it, when it dries, hi Lacey, yes I do, it's rubbery and you can pull it apart. So if some of it got out and you actually pulled on it, I'm thinking you could pull the end cap off and then your beads are going to go everywhere. So in my head, I just don't see how that would be a great adhesive for those end caps for the memory wire. I am like one that if you're doing metal on metal or that type of thing, this isn't my metal on metal go-to. My metal on metal is more of the E6000. They also have like the B6000 for beading. So I would suggest using E6000 or B6000. So that is what I would recommend. And it's this one here. It's going to be backwards for everybody. Lolly says E6000 too. Okay. So well, you have a good night then, Lacey. We'll talk to you later. So okay, you're gonna laugh. It has been deleted, but someone was over on another social media. I'm talking right now to you, to Nordic. Nordic. Why did I say Nudic? I am so sorry. But someone was making a comment about it over there, and it wasn't you, I don't think. So, sorry. I am just laughing. I know. It was a slip, and I've never done it. I'm sorry. I've got the giggles tonight. It has been that kind of an afternoon for me. I have been laughing at like the silliest things. So you guys just go with me, please. But E6000 is what we're going to use. Yeah, no, that's what I was going to talk about. No, I'm not actually that tired. No, it's not after dark, but it might be. um, Lori, what you missed was, okay, Nordic Luna sent me something that she's a picture, and I looked at it really quick because I wanted to see if I needed to show it to everybody. And the thing is that over on the other social media that I'm live on, someone was making a comment about energy drinks, and that was partially what the picture was about. So I was laughing at that. And then instead of saying Nordic Luna, I said Nudic Luna. So yes, that's why I'm laughing. Hi. So it was like, holy buckets, and I couldn't get it out. All right. Well, hi, Kay, Rose's mom. I'm glad you're here. I didn't have anything in my Dr. Pepper, and I wanted to take a drink of my Dr. Pepper, but I left it on the kitchen table. So we're not having Dr. Pepper tonight. What else you're going to need for this? I went and I got a toothpick. The reason being is that you need, and I'm going to try 2 different ways and see which one works better. So part of me is like, why don't you just take the end of this and dab it into the glue to get the glue on? The other part of me is, do we dab the toothpick in there and then put the toothpick in the hole of the bead cap? She's out of the room now. She went downstairs after she showed her haul, so I don't have her in here to get it for me. So that's I want to try both ways just to see which one is easiest to work with and to use. So I want to show you, I mean, literally when I do beading and creating, so in all honesty, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I had this idea because we talked about it last week when we brought these here because individuals wanted them. And I thought, okay, we can do it. Everything going on in my life right now, I literally did not have time to practice this. But I think about, well, how can we make it a really easy way to use it so I can share it with you? So that's why I am going to try both ways, because normally what happens is that before I go for a live, I will try them both ways, and then I come back and I tell you why I went the way I did. I mean, you guys have probably heard me talk about those, but that's literally how I prep for these if I have not done something with it before. A lot of the stuff that I show you, I've done before, but yep. And see, that's why I was like, twist the toothpaste and you can get it all in there. And that's what I was like, okay, what do we want to do? So that's why I want to show you guys how I do it. And then we can see which one's messier, which one worked better. The one thing that in a lot of it, so the toothpick is what Nordic Luna is saying, because if you just put it on the wire, it'll go up the wire instead of around the wire. One of the things that they talked about was that if you have this, that you need to put the one end on, wait 24 hours, and then put your beads on. And I was like, hold it. Why do we have to do that? Because this will have to dry for 24 hours and your other side will have to dry for 24 hours. How can we do this so that they can be dry in 24 hours for both of them? So it doesn't stop coming out of the tube. So someone made a comment about the hypo cement. It keeps coming and coming and coming. And I thought, you know what? We can either leave this on, make it on there, and then cut it off, or we can cut it off and use a bead stopper on the one end and then glue them both tonight. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut it off. We're going to glue them on at the same time. And I got to go grab a bead stopper because I didn't get one. If you guys would have known, right before I came to this live, I was on Zuli's live. And at like 2 minutes before I was supposed to go live, I'm like, oh, I got to leave. And then I couldn't find my phone. So I didn't have time to get everything out. So I don't even have beads for what we're going to design on this one. We're going to just do that together. But I'm going to go grab a bead stopper. I was sitting on my foot, which I should not be doing because now my foot's like half asleep as I'm trying to walk around. So we're just gonna find an end and we're gonna put the bead stopper on. Yep, this is real life, everybody. It's just what it is. And then we are going to move. I'm not going to have my toothpick or the glues or any of that on here for yet because we're going to create our design on the bracelet. I literally just did, there's like four loops. The reason why I went with 4 is because when you put the beads on, it starts making the circles a little bit larger. Thank you, Lori. I actually, you guys, I know someone said you must be tired. I actually got 8.5 hours of sleep last night. It is the most that I've gotten in sleep in a very, very long time. I'm usually going on about 6 hours of sleep most days. By the change that we've made in the last week, I actually have more time to do other things. How this one simple change, I know it's a change, but it is really creating time for me to be able to spend more time with the family, get more sleep, all of that. So I have to say thank you for letting me do it. Yep, way less stress. Hi, Nikki, how are you doing? All right, so that's why we went with a little bit over 4, is at the end of the day, we are going to have 3 coils that we're going to use for this bracelet, okay? I have no idea what I'm going to use for beads. I know I can't use the teardrops because the teardrops do not fit on the wire the best. I was just going to see what we have in this one. Ooh. We have some 4 millimeters. Oh, sorry. In this basket of extra beads that we've had, these are the some of the leaves. Patty used the leaves with some other beads to create flowers, and then she had the flower beads that we had, I believe. They're absolutely fabulous. Sorry, I just had to put a plug in for that because they are just cool. We do have the 8 millimeter that we had earlier. These were back on the Encore. These, you don't want to use 8 millimeter heavy beads. She put it on, I got to think about how to say this because we can't say the name. Cord to the disc, is that what you guys say? That's where she posted it. And I can bring it up and show you guys the picture here in just a little bit. So I'm not going to use the 8 millimeters tonight. I do have a 6. I have 2 different colors of 6. So we have 4 and 6. Are these the same? They look the same. Ooh, one's frosted and one is not. Yeah, the DC, there we go. So this is frosted, this is not. So I think I'm going to go with those 2. And then I'm going to get some silver spacers or something to go in there too. So what I have is, I just have a basket of if I've used the beads or if we didn't go, if it wasn't. Usually what I do with these is I put them in the bead soup, but I kept them this time for a little bit. We're doing a tutorial on a memory wire and we're going to put bead caps on the ends. So that is what we're going to work on tonight. I need a pair of scissors. I need to get some silver spacers or something. I'm going to just make a pile of them here. Put a pile of each. Yep. Yep, like a wrap. So I'm just putting some beads down on my there, and then I am going to grab some spacers. I'm probably just going to use a 3 millimeter spacer bead. not sure. Hi, Crafty Galaxy. I'm doing good. How about you? All right, I'm going to point you guys down. I can see comments from you or TikTok on my backup account, but YouTube, I cannot see comments, okay? While I'm pointed down. It got to 60 degrees yesterday. I mean, we've had 60 degrees pretty much all weekend, and then through yesterday, and then today it was down in the 30s is what it felt like. And then and now we're getting snow. Okay, how do I want to, let's do 3. I'm going to do 3 of the frosted, 1 of the spacers, and then we'll do the 6mm, and the 6mm is a polish. So that means it's not frosted. I think this is what I want for my pattern. Yeah, I was like, are you kidding me? Snow, but the snow forecast was higher in the morning this morning when I was listening to the weather on the actual news. And then when I went to look this afternoon on the Weather Channel when we were live at 2, it's down to 15%. So maybe we won't get very much. All right, so I'm just going to repeat this part. It's okay. Guess what? We all have nights like that. Lucky Charm, where we cannot type. I cannot do grammar. And you just are like, That's why I like ChatGPT, because I can just talk into it and then it can type for me, because even sometimes my talking stinks. So I literally am just doing 3 4mm frosted of the crackled glass bead, then a 3mm spacer, and it's just an iron spacer. It is not a stainless steel. We're going to do the 6mm crackle glass. It is not frosted. I'm just going to move those down. There we go. We're just going to keep doing that, and we can just, until we decide, okay, that's where, oh, Nike butts. I pushed on it too hard. I pushed off my bead stopper. You stay right there, dude. I'm trying to find my other end. After I moved all the beads, I lost my end. He's right here. I see him. Right there. Okay. Well, you need to go underneath and around. Slinky time. There we go. Somehow or another. Oh, they're coming off. Hey. I've never had that happen before. Okay, I'm going to cry, but I'm not going to cry. We're going to be okay. We'll get her figured out. Does anybody cry? There's no crying and beading. All right. Yep. Hi, Zuli. Did you end your live? We're struggle bussing over here. I need this. Are you going to get back on later? I don't know if I'm going to join on. I was telling them earlier, with the new way that we are doing stuff with the showcase and such, I actually have more time, so I go to sleep earlier. We're already at 10K because I lost half my beads off of what I was creating. All right, I gotta point you guys up for a second. There we go. And I am just like, woohoo tonight. Let's do a color. Let's do, no, I don't want to do that one. Let's see. I'm going to get a list. Ooh, I don't think I've done this one in a long time. I got to be able to type. All right, this is a 2-word one, everybody. So, excuse me, everybody, guess colors, 2-word colors. Oh, somebody already got it. Woohoo! Lulu, you are the winner. You will get 5 creative credits code sent to you. I will try to do it after the live tonight for guessing the color forest green. Congratulations. Yay. So I'm literally just going to, oh geez, if I drop seed beads, I do cry. So what kind of green did you do, Miss Joya? That mind reading glasses worked. I love it. My sage green. Yep. And I almost did sage, and I'm like, oh, everybody's going to get that one right away. So I was like, I haven't done forest green in a long time, so I'm doing that. All I'm doing is I am just creating our pattern and going and going and going with it here, okay? Jeez, you're lucky tonight there, Lulu. You know what though, Zuli? I was going to say, sometimes it comes down to, is it worth my time? I honestly sit here and I'm like, when I had the ladies coming in doing you know, packaging things up for me, and they would drop beads on the floor, and I'm like, if you can't find it in a minute or two, just leave it. And they're like, no, no, no. And I'm like, but I'm paying you X dollars an hour, and the bead is worth Y. It doesn't make sense to spend 10 to 20 minutes looking for one bead. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, it really isn't. And so, yep, it's a treasure hunt. And they would be like, they would get so excited when they find them, but it's like, yeah. Okay. I was going to say, how many beads do you think when we move out to the bead shed, she shed, when it's all done, how many beads do you think we're gonna find on the floor in here? I think it's gonna be bad. I honestly. I don't know what we're gonna find. Okay, when we get closer, because we were talking, Buttercup really wants, ooh, this is turning out really cute. We've got about right now, let me try to get them all around without losing everything here. Let me see how much we got. I keep going. They're going around and around and around on me. Hold on. Ooh, that would be hard because I am such a pattern symmetrical person that if I didn't have at least 2 of everything, I don't know that I could do it. Whoop, don't pop off again. I got it. Ha ha, I gotcha. Okay, I'm going to say leave it on there until you get what you want. There. We already got a loop and a half. Look at that. I love that. Okay, we're going to keep going here. Fallen beads bracelet. Oh, that would be. I missed a comment. Oh, holy buckets. You know what somebody taught me, and I don't know if it was Zuli. Who taught me the vacuum with the whole with like a nylon? Who talked about that? I don't remember who it was. Yeah, someone talked about it, but I don't remember who did. Because I don't. It's don't put the first. It's 26044-044. Was it Vicky? Okay. I don't remember who it was. But they said you put a nylon on the end of a vacuum and then they go into it. I don't remember who it was either. It was like when I first came on and started doing lives. Someone gave that advice. I have never tried it yet. I keep losing my bead stop. And Buttercup took my tape. Okay. So yes, so that's what they say to do, is do that. Okay, I got to see where I'm at in my pattern. I need 3 of these. But I now have, I went to a hardwood floor in the bead room. And I love it. And I'm trying to decide what kind of flooring to do. And it might come down to what our budget is. But I was going to say, they used to, when my kids were little, they did. Ryan and I were at a place that had epoxy flooring, like you would put in a garage. And I'm like, ooh, maybe I want that instead of the wood floor. I don't know what the price difference will be, but. Ooh. That would work too. Yes. Thank you, Nordic Luna. Okay. I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm only going to make it smaller. I'm not going to make it a full 3. The reason why I don't know that I want to make it a full 3, I want to go over here so that they would have the 2, is because they're so delicate. I don't know that we need 3. What do you guys think? Should we go for 2 or 3? Yeah. 2. Geraldine says 2. Zuli likes 2. Okay. I just saw it with the small beads. Ashley says 2. And for those of you who don't know, she went over here. Yep, you can put others on there too. You can stack other bracelets with it. And Zuli was showing tonight, she's got some that she will have that are just a single. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if we would have done it with like a different color in the middle, 3 would have been really cool. But Zuli's got some stuff that she was showing where they were using the memory wire, and then she puts it on with a lobster claw clasp so that they stay on. And I was like, if you added those in with that and had some stacking it that way, oh, that you can stack them. That'd be cool. Okay. I'm going to get one more here. I got to grab one more of ours, and then I'm going to point you guys down, okay? I wish it would too, Ashley. This cold that came through today, I don't know. Did you get snow where you're at? Because you might have been in the snow path. I think you weren't on earlier to ask. Yep. Yes. Look at. Okay, I'm going to give you a sneaky peek here. If we would do 3, it'll look like that. So do you want that or that? You guys tell me. There's 2, and then here's 3. You guys let me know. 2 says, okay. So you guys can see what it looks like. Patty says 3. Christina says 2. We had a ton of wind here too. Oh, okay, we got more 3s. Okay, we're going to keep going then for just a little bit, and then I'm going to point you all down. We're going to do 3 now. I'm going to keep going. And the one thing that I do with memory wire bracelets is I go past where the 3 meet up, or the 2 would have met up if we'd have done 2. The reason being is when you put it on your wrist, sometimes your wrist will be make the loop a little bit bigger. And when that happens, then you won't get your full 3. So I always go like a quarter, maybe a quarter past it, so that you can keep the 3 a majority of the way around, and you just have a little bit that might go over. Okay. Hi. Good. Hey, I gotta talk to you about my desktop. Are you gonna be in bed when I get off? Yes, you could do. And Zuli did something too, Nordic Luna, on one of hers that she was showing. And that was she took one of the bail tubes and put it in the middle, and then in the middle you would have one hanging down. But she does them on a single one around. So we could do one on here, but I don't have them up here and available to do that. But yes, you can add a charm in there. You can do the bails and hang a charm from that. Okay. Now I can talk to you even over the weekend about it. I just don't want to forget. So if I tell you now, can you help me remember, and we can talk over the weekend? And that is the fastest speed, because of what's in the computer, is 100. And they said I need more RAM to go up to what we have for home internet now. And then I also, because of going and have, at some point we're going to go out into our she shed, bead shed. I think I want a laptop out there. So I need to know what kind of laptop to get. Sorry. That was my IT. if you can't tell. I don't do hardware. Like when I was in IT, I was not hardware. Yep, you can get the beads are out on, or the end caps. Are you talking about, or the beads here? Lori, yes. The bead caps are out there. The bead caps are 26044 26044 004. Thanks for being honest about it. The balls don't have a loop to hang a charm from. The end cap balls, no, they do not. So if you used a bail tube, you could. So yep, a spacer bail, yep. And I was gonna say, Val, is when we went to do my desktop, I was just like, I want it to do this. Here's the budget. So yeah. Okay, if you guys, here's what it looks like here. Let me get this closer. For all three. So that is really cool. I do like it with the 3. Now, what I was talking about is right here is where it ends there. And you see how I went a little bit? I'm going to do one more of our pattern to end that off, okay? So I'm going to do one more pattern. Hold on, I got to do this one. Our pattern is a really simple pattern. And I don't know if I have any of those out there, Lori, but Zuli, thank you. I'm going to write that down because I was going to look it up after I got done with this live. Since you already gave it to me, I can see if I have them. They may not be turned on in the studio possibly, but I will go check. If I do, I can turn them on for you guys. If not, I will need to request more. 26038. 004. Thanks, Zuli. Yay. I think now that you guys know my the SKUs and what it can do, I think that's going to help us out a lot too. All right. So if you guys notice here, let me get this up. We have back here is where it begins, and here. So we've got it a little bit there. I know. I love it. Do you guys know how excited I am that you guys are doing that? I need another holder. I'll be right. I'm going to go get another bead stopper. I thought I only needed one. I'll need 2. Oh, I know what I can do. I got an idea. Here we go. I got to get a bead stopper on. We're going to take the one end that does not have a bead stopper on it. And we are going to put, I'm just so excited that you guys are doing that. We're going to put and glue one of our bead caps on it, okay? Yep, that will help us out so much. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Lolly and Nordic. Lolly said to use E6000, so we're going to use that. We're going to do Nordic Lunas. Use the toothpick. I just want to get the crappy part off here. I always do this when I use my E6000, and I normally do it before I go on here, and I get the yucky off the top. We're going to take our toothpick. We're going to take a little bit on our toothpick. Let me get my cap back on so I don't lose it a little bit. we are going to grab one of our beads, find the hole, and we're going to take and put that part that, do you guys see where the glue is at on the tip? We're going to put that in the hole, and I am rubbing it all the way around so that we hit all the inside of it, okay? Then I'm going to take my memory wire here. Good night, Val. Love you. Talk to you later. I'm glad you stopped. We're going to put that on and just leave that there. We are going to move our beads around so that I can fly things here. Whoops. It popped off because it's not glued on and I'm putting pressure on it. That's why you want it to be on there for 24 hours. So we're going to say yes to the 24-hour thing. Let me get it back on there. There we go. Got it back. Whoop, I need more glue. So, whoops, wrong glue. This is the one I want. I got to get rid of that one. So, glue it 24 hours on one end. That is a good thing. So, we don't do this, okay? Then after you do that, put the beads on. Yeah. So, we're all learning together. These are when we talk about doing tips and tricks about how to do things better. This is what tonight is about. So, you know what I'm going to do? I am not going to put the other end on yet. I am going to put my bead stopper on this end. Reason being is I'm going to let this end glue itself in so I don't pop it off again. And that's what I'm talking about, is this end. We're going to let it dry. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central, we will have chat time. We will finish the other end during that chat time so that we can see how we're going to finish it. Because we're going to have to cut part of it off, and I want to explain how we do that and not just do that when we're not live. Ooh, she doesn't cut until it's dry, too. That's a good one, too. So, we're going to hold this off. I love, like I said, I have never used bead caps before. And so this is all new to me. And I honestly did not have time to figure it out. And I love, love, love. This is what I love about our community. I am not the owner of all the information. We all have done things in this and we are all learning from each other. And we got to 20K. And so what I love is that you guys shared your stuff with me tonight. You've done it in the past when I was doing some wire wrapping items and you guys were helping. And I truly think this makes it an amazing group. But I need to get you guys the 20K. So let me get a color. I gotta get a color. Where's my list? Oh, let's see. I gotta get a new list. Ooh. Yep, and that's what I love about this community is that we can seriously learn from each other. And I need to get a marker. And I didn't say yes, but you guys all got it. So great. Thank you. I do have to say I like our pattern that we came up with. I'm picking up my beads while you guys are guessing. All right, I'm going to give you a clue, everybody. This word is a winter drink. Yay, let's see who got it. 2 people have guessed it. Lori came in first and Zuli was second. You guys were, and it's Lori R. So Lori, you will get 5 creative credit code. Oh, somebody else got it. Maria guessed Coco also. So congratulations, Lori. You guys are good. And it's so funny because some of you are not in cold areas that guessed the word. Okay, so Nordic Luna says you can make matching earrings to dangle, 3 4mm and 1 6mm on a head pin or a chain. That's all it takes, Zuli, is 1. And that would be cool too. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night on our chat time too. We can make the earrings. I'm going to bring those beads back over here then. We will be here tomorrow. We have at 2 o'clock, we have share with Zuli. I will do that. All right. I just saw that. I was going to say we have at 2 o'clock, we are going to do a tutorial, and that's going to be using beads, not the silicone, but different kinds of beads to do things that you could put into a Easter basket. Then tomorrow night we have a chat. We'll finish that up. We'll make some earrings in the chat while we're talking and stuff. And then we will also, you guys asked for some more of the lentils. And so I was going to bring what I have. And yesterday I got a box and I opened it after all of the lives last night. And it has black and white lentils. I don't have any black and white lentils right now. So we're going to work on getting some of those ready so that we can have them on Saturday. So, yay. I'm just excited that we got them. And it just worked perfectly to time with our silicone day. Yes, I do have, yep, I do. I wasn't planning to bring the acrylics, but if you guys want me to bring some acrylics, I can. The only thing is that there won't be pictures for some of them. Oh, for the beadable items. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yes, we're going to do these that we had yesterday. I'm so excited to use these for the beadable. And then we have some other acrylics that we've had in the past that I have a few extras of that I will use too. I'm so excited to use the candy. I mean, hello, Easter. And we have little acrylic candies. I'm just so excited. I know it sounds silly, but I really am. So we're going to be using those in some of the designs that we're going to do. So that is what we have planned for tomorrow. Friday at 12, we will have, what do we have then? Let me go look, because I honestly don't remember what we're doing at 12 on Friday. Is it a chat? I'm looking. If it's a chat, then I don't have to make up another one, because then we'll have enough. Oh, I don't have a chat tomorrow night because it's normally our night that let me see what I did. I don't remember my schedule because we don't normally go live on Thursday, and tomorrow's Thursday. I got it all hooked up. Tomorrow at noon is chat. And then Friday was Easter basket ideas. Guess what? We're just going to do both. We might flip-flop them, okay? Thanks, Nordic Luna. Ooh, the earring can. Oh, that would be cute too. But we'll be on. I really want to do the Easter stuff tomorrow. I'm going to flip that around. And then chat is on Friday. So I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow night. I will tell you tomorrow, everybody, if we'll be live tomorrow night. I don't know what Ryan has planned. He might be outside. We'll see. All right. Because my Monday night, that totally hoked everything up. All right, everybody. I am going to hop off. You guys have a great night. We will be back here at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and we're going to do Easter stuff, okay? Nope, I don't have a lunch tomorrow, and I don't have a lunch on Friday. Well, how come? Oh, Friday. Oh, it says 12. No. Do we want chat tomorrow at 12 or 2? I'm going to say 2 tomorrow, okay, everybody? I'll put a video out there. 2 tomorrow. Is that okay? That's what I'm going to say. Rose says 12. Okay. I'll put a video out that I'm going to go live tomorrow at 2 with the Easter basket. And then Friday we'll go live with chat. And then we'll figure out tomorrow night what we're doing. After I get off, I'll go talk to Ryan. 2 beads of candy. Cece's like, 12, please. Hey, if I could be on a lot longer, I would be. But I'm still trying to get used to all of our schedule changes and everything, like doing these differently. All right. I'm going to hop off, everybody. Bye.